Mildred, I want to go to you because I know you are watching things closely in Georgia. Our CBS polling for the nation shows that voters feel the election is over and settled, and it's time to move on and recognize Biden as the legitimate winner. What do you think is going to happen since you are on the political front lines down there in Georgia right now?
I actually serve on the Board of Elections in my county. I'm more concerned about the craziness in terms of the threats, the actual threats that are being made. I'm very concerned about that. Election workers who are being threatened. These poll workers come in and work the polls. I understand one poll worker went in, regular person went in to work the polls, and when she came out late that evening, all of her car windows were broken. That's just craziness, absolute craziness.
And what do you think that comes from? Do you think after the political storm, subsides, after January 5th and this runoff election in Georgia and all the political tension that you're talking about, do you think that it's possible for President-elect Biden to unite the country, to convince people like Walter to unite?
Well, there are people like Walter who will never be convinced. But I do believe that Joe Biden will do more to try to heal this country than our current president.
Walter, do you see an opportunity to heal the country and for the president-elect to unify?
I see an opportunity to heal the country. It's not going to happen from Biden. Simple as that. Listen, not being a conspiracy theorist, if you step back and look at the big picture, what happened this year, which the year from hell, from a standpoint of health and politics and everything else, for the last 4 years, which has been absolutely abominable, okay, from day one. Now, I voted every year since 1968, and I witnessed for the very first time in person voter fraud. I've never seen it before. In Connecticut, you have to show a picture ID, driver's license or state ID, to vote. And when I was checking in, they checked my ID. They ask my name, they go down the list, they find my name, and they ask for the ID. Well, the person next to that poll worker, the person next to me, they came in, they asked the name, they went down the list and didn't ask for the ID. Okay, and it happened several times. Then when you slide the ballot into the counter, looks like the old test sheets. It's just fill in the squares, the circles. The machine broke, and there was somebody sitting on the floor separating all the ballots. Okay, so nobody was putting them in the machine. They weren't being counted at that point. They were just handing them to this person sitting on the floor. Then there was somebody filling out ballots at another table.
So you don't trust the state of Connecticut?
I don't trust anything that happened in this election, and primarily because of the mail-in stuff. But I've never before ever witnessed anything like what I saw in this particular polling place. Now, it's only my second time voting in that particular polling place, but it was very disturbing. And I've had other friends that have commented the things that they've seen that just seemed irregular.
Mm-hmm. So you don't trust the Trump administration officials who have said that this was a secure election?
I don't recall a Trump administration saying it was a secure election.
Homeland Security said that in a report, actually.
I just want to deal with facts. I don't want to deal with supposition. What I just told you, I observed. Okay, everything else that goes on, we're getting innuendo from all sides. Who knows what's really true?
Beth, do you trust your vote in Florida?
I can tell you that for me personally, I had an issue with the first page of my ballot. It could not be read. A ballot that was supposed to be secret was then pulled out. They put an X through it where everybody could see and fill a line, and I had to redo it. So I know that there, sometimes are issues.
Okay. Lori, Jill, and Mildred, do all of you trust that your votes were accurately counted and trust and believe the outcome of this election? Jill's giving me a thumbs up. Mildred and Lori, are you also thumbs up?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, we found more commonality on the virus and the vaccine than we did on politics, but this was an interesting conversation to have with all of you. I really appreciate your time tonight and with you sharing your opinions. And I hope all of you please stay healthy.